Monday and it's day 1 of final book support group round 4. I'm very excited. I'm really sorry about my voice. I can't decide if as these vlogs go up, because I'm splitting the week into 2, as these vlogs go up my voice is going to get worse or better, because this has only just started, so I'm going to go with worse. We're just going to have to deal with it. It's going to be fine. I currently have a cold coming on. That's what's going on. Currently have a cold coming on, and I always start my cold in my throat with a cough and on my chest, and sometimes lose my voice, but it's probably not been helped by the fact that I went out on the weekend and was not singing ridiculously loudly, but I was talking to my partner pretty loud because of the music, so that's probably not helped my situation. But we continue. So today is day 1 of final book support group. I am splitting my usual weekly vlog into 2, because I think that I'm going to end up with quite a bit of content for the whole week, and I think it's just nice to get 2 vlogs out of it. So this first vlog will be Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday, and the second vlog will be Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Or I may split it at Thursday as well. But yeah, I've got a pretty busy week. Most of it is for final book, but I also have my day job on Wednesday and Thursday, and then on Thursday evening I'm either going to Blackpool with my family, weather dependent, or they're coming here and we're going to put my Christmas tree up. So either way, Thursday night is reserved for family, and then Friday Andy's off work, so I am going to be going, I think we're going to go and watch Wakanda Forever finally. So I am very excited about that. But I thought I'd better kick this vlog off, let you know what I'm planning on reading, because my TBR changed literally last night. I have already filmed this clip once, until I realised as I was going through my TBR that it was not the final book TBR that I thought it was. So I am trying to focus on final books specifically to finish out some series, because I have definitely started way more series than I've finished this year, and I would like to box some off and get some done and dusted and just bump that number up a little bit on my stats. So before we get into my TBR, I do have a parcel, so let's open this up and find out what it is. Perforation on that was shocking. Ooh, yeah, okay. Somehow I forgot I ordered this literally the other day. I mean, I don't mean somehow, because we know the reason why. But I did get the Vampire Slayers Survival Guide by Katie Birchall. I haven't read the first one yet, which is How Not to Be a Vampire Slayer. But Jade loved it and then picked this up while we were in Waterstones while I was at hers last week. So I decided, I was pre-ordering TJ Klune's new book. So I decided that I needed to add something to it so I could get free delivery. That was literally it. And I was like, why not get a sequel to a book you've already got but not read yet? Maybe I can binge them. So I did that. So getting into my TBR before we get too hung up on that one, I have already finished a book. It wasn't a final book though, naturally. But it was a book that's part of a series, and I was already partway through. So I'm really happy with myself, and I was determined to finish it. So that book is The Friendship Pact by Jill Shalvis. Now, I was approximately 180 pages. I was 162 pages into this book last night, and decided to try and finish it last night because a number of reasons really. This is book 2 out of what's going to be a 4-book series called the Sunrise Cove. Yeah, I thought it was Sunshine Cove. Sunrise Cove series. The first book being The Family You Make, which I read earlier on this year, and then I did get an e-ARC copy of this sent to me by the publisher, but it was a mess. So I didn't get a chance to finish it, and then they sent me a physical copy as well, and for some reason I just didn't go back to it. It was me, not the book, because I gave this 5 stars in the end. But yeah, I did decide to come back to this. First of all, it meant that it got it off my Goodreads reading shelf, currently reading shelf, and out of my sight on my currently reading shelf on my physical TBR as well. But also I just wanted to round it out for the year so that I can continue on with the series when the new books come out next year. So this is following Tay Holmes, who is a 30-odd-year-old woman, early 30s, and basically we're following her and her mother April and their relationship. They're very, very close. and Tay has grown up thinking that her dad died in combat and things like that. Turns out things are not as they appear. So that side of things is going on. Then there's also the romance side of it with a guy called Riggs, whose brother Jake Tay is working with at the moment, at this company that basically it's called Adrenaline HQ, and they basically do activity days and things like that for kids with disabilities, but also veterans as well. Because Jake is a veteran himself, he's in a wheelchair, he's done an IED, and basically Riggs is very grumpy sunshine, well ish, I don't know, both of them are a little bit grumpy, both of them are a little bit sunshine. They have a past, and it's a second chance romance, and it was really, really cute, and I really, really loved it. And the thing that I love the most about Jill Shalvers' books is that there's not really any side characters, because they all get involved. You get their life story as well and what's going on with them, and I really enjoy that. I loved it in The Family You Make, and I really enjoyed it in here. I did cry last night finishing this off. It was beautiful, really, really loved it. 5-star read, it was fantastic. I would recommend Jill's books, especially this series. I thought The Family You Make, when I read it this year, was her debut, and it's not. She's got like a whole bunch of other books, and it turns out Jake has had a cameo in 2 of her previous books as well. Things are a little bit different for him in this book than what they were in that cameo, but interesting nonetheless. So 5 stars for this, and I am a book down for Final Book Support Group. It's a continuation station, but it counts nonetheless, so I'm really happy about that. I did finish it early hours of this morning, so it was during the readathon, but I did start continuing to read it before. So then the rest of my TBR looks a lot like this. So we do have The Righteous by David Ragg, which is the second in this duology. The first one was the Blackhawks, which I read either earlier on this year or late last year, I can't remember. This is chunky. Now my thought process is that, first of all, it might get me back into some high fantasy. Epic, more so epic, I think. It might get me back into some epic fantasy. Secondly, it might do that in such a way that I'm already familiar with the characters, which is always helpful. So I am hoping for that in that sense. I am excited for this one. This one does follow Shell. I can't fully remember the ins and outs of the first one, but what I am really, really happy about actually is the fact that it's got a previously section in the beginning, so it's going to give me an entire reminder of what happened in the first one. But just on the bottom it says, journeying from frozen wastes to towering cities, from drug-riddled flea pits to opulent palaces, The Righteous is a thrilling and righteous second adventure from one of fantasy's most exciting new voices. It's just following this group of people essentially on an adventure for Shell, the main guy. I can't remember the full ins and outs. Once I'm into the book, I will remind you what happens. Well, that's the first book that I'm wanting to get, well, second book that I'm wanting to get through. And then we do have Ascender Volume 4. I really wanted to put a graphic novel on here, and this was the one that I've still got going on. This is the final one, as far as I'm aware, as far as Goodreads is concerned as well. So I am looking forward to finishing off this series. This series basically follows this robot called Tim. You can barely see his face there. Tim 21, who it continues on from Descender. So if you've read the Descender series, this series then continues on, and it's set many, many years after Descender, and we're following Tim 21. And it is sci-fi, and there is a bit more magic in this one than there is sci-fi. The first one is very, very sci-fi based. This one's got magic in it as well as witches and stuff. But it's very, very good, and I really enjoy it. So I am looking forward to this one. Thank you to Tracy for gifting me this one, and thank you to Cece, double check that. Yeah, thank you to Cece for gifting me this one. Then I do have The Secrets of Whitestone Gate by Julia Noble. This is a duology, and it is middle grade, and it's following Emmy, who basically in the first book she goes to this school called Wellsworth, and there is a mystery going on, and she ends up making friends with these kids called Lola and Jack, and they're trying to figure out what the mystery is, and it's very good. It's very dark, academia-esque in middle grade, and I really enjoyed it, so I'm looking forward to finishing this one. And this was gifted to me by Kira, so thank you so much for that, Kira. Then we have Potkin and Stubbs Ghost Catchers by Sophie Green. This is the third and final book in this series, and I have previously started this one as well, 88 pages in, so I am looking forward to finishing this one. This is following Lil Potkin and Nedley Stubbs. Lil basically lives in this small town. She wants to be a reporter and work for the Claxton, but she has to find her big break story, and it turns out her big break story might be standing right in front of her the whole time. As much as I'm going to tell you, but I am looking forward to finishing this one off. Again, it's another case of it was me, not the book, when I put it down, so I do need to finish this one off. Also, that's my physical read for the week. Everything else, oh, other than the graphic novel, everything else is audio. That was also physical. And then the final book that I do have on here is It Starts With Us by Colleen Hoover, which is the sequel to It Ends With Us by Colleen Hoover, which follows Lily and Atlas, and their relationship spanning a very, very long time, and it flips between past and present day. And this one will continue to do that, but from Atlas's POV in the past. So in the first book we got Lily's POV in the past, this time we're getting Atlas's POV in the past, and then continuing on from where It Ends With Us finished in the current day. So I am looking forward to it, not too long. So I am hoping that this should be doable this week, on the basis that Wednesday, Thursday, and probably the majority of Friday will be dud days for me, and I won't get a great deal of reading done, which is why I've got the graphic novel on here. Most of my reading is going to be done Monday, Tuesday, Saturday and Sunday. So I am hoping that that will be the case. But the first book I am going to start off with is The Righteous. Get myself a decent chunk into this today, if not finish it. It is pretty late already though. We're like 11:30 already. But if I can get a decent chunk into this today, if not finish it, I'll be really, really happy, and then switch out into something different. Maybe break it up with a sender. I'm not sure. We'll see. But yeah. That's my aim for today. We'll see what happens. A decent chunk at least. I do have sprint starting at 3 PM, but before then I've got a lot of stuff that I need to get done. I need to edit a video for tomorrow, which is already filmed. I think I might go up and do that now. I am going to be sitting in the office today because /library, because I need to also pack all of the orders that were made on the weekend so that they can be posted this week. So yeah, I've got a very busy day. I do need to get something to eat though. I am very, very hungry, and I also need to make sure that I drink lots of water to lubricate my throat today, and take some cough medicine because it's very, very sore. So I'm gonna go because this is the longest that I've spoken for today. Well, yeah, because I live on my own, so that would be weird if not, but it's also the longest I've spoken for in a hot minute. So I'm gonna go and get myself started on The Righteous, and I will see you in a little while. this update. It is still Monday. I have managed to pack all of the bookmarks. My back is absolutely knackered. I'm finally come downstairs. But I've managed to pack all of the bookmarks and edit a video. I forgot then for a minute what else I've managed to do, but other than that, not a great deal else. I have made myself some food. My food shop has come, so a little bit of productivity, but not a great deal. Well, a lot actually, because I've got my work done for the week-ish until later on in the week. But I do still need to wrap presents and tidy up and clean the house, so that will be a tomorrow task, I think. But I wanted to give you an update on reading because I'm currently over halfway through The Righteous now. I am on part 3, which is approximately page 321. So I'm really enjoying this one. So in the first one, basically there is this band of mercenaries called the Black Hawks, and we are following Cell, I think, Cell or Chell, Cell, who is asked by this prince to basically kind of be his hand, if you like, his sitter. I don't. He'll look after him and keep him alive because his brother wants to kill him. So he ends up doing that. They come across the Black Hawks, and then for reasons of an incoming war, they end up banding up together and end up on this adventure, and we just carry straight on from that. I don't want to tell you really anything that's going on in here because it will spoil the first book. That will be the case with most of these books, to be perfectly honest, because I can't really tell you what's going on in the current book I'm reading on the basis that it would spoil the first book. But I am enjoying myself, and I'm glad that I've managed to make this amount of progress today. I was semi-hoping I might be a little bit further, but I have, I think, about 3 hours and 39 minutes left of the audiobook. So I am gonna kind of like bounce out of this one now, unless I feel like I want to do some wrapping a little bit later on, which I might do. It is currently 8:10 though, so maybe not. But I am gonna bounce out of this now, take a break, and dive into Potkin and Stubbs. While I'm sitting down now and chilling out, I can physically read something. So I think I'm going to take the opportunity to make a bit of a dent in this one. So I am currently 88 pages in. Again, this follows Lil Potkin and Nedley Stubbs, and Lil wants to work for the local newspaper, the Claxton, and she ends up having to find a story that will get her noticed, and lo and behold, there is this story right in front of her. Again, can only tell you so much, but I'm assuming that this one is dealing with ghosts, and I really enjoy this. This is a middle grade series, and it's very, very good, and it's got like cute illustrations in it and stuff throughout, and it has been illustrated by Carl James Mountford, which is Jade's favorite illustrator of all time. So yeah, excited to get back into this one, and I'm looking forward to it. I may need to go back a chapter to remind myself of exactly what's going on. I don't really want to have to restart the whole book, but I may need to go back a chapter just to refresh my memory, because it's been a hot minute since I picked this one up. So that's what I'm going to do. I didn't do too bad with that. We've got 1 minute and 42 seconds left of the sprint. So that's where I'm up to. That is my update for how things have been going today. So I probably won't update again until tomorrow, but I really want to try and save my voice if I can, because it's just getting worse and worse. And obviously I've been on sprints all day, so well, since 3 o'clock. So I am chatting quite a bit, but yeah, I'm gonna go and carry on with reading. I have just eaten some food and watched Gav's December TBR, so, which is absolutely wild. Well, the plans that he's got for next year are wild. I'm very, very jealous. But yeah, I will check back in with you when I've got an update for you. first time I spoke today. Good morning, it is Tuesday. And I'm feeling very, very tight on my chest today. It's not good, guys, it's not good. I am hoping that I can get through this week without completely losing my voice. Imagine if I did and I couldn't vlog. I've just made a bowl of fruit for my breakfast with some yogurt because I'm trying to get better at being better. Plus also I need all the help I can get because I'm really not feeling good. It's currently 22:12. I have sprints at 12 o'clock. Sandra's joining me for sprints today. But yesterday was a really long day. Despite the fact that I didn't have sprints till 3 o'clock, we went until about, was it 10:30, 11 o'clock, I think. I managed to read approximately 600, 700 pages throughout the day. Because I finished the Friendship Pact. I got to page 321 in here, and I also got to page 172 in here. So progress was made on reading, and then I packed 186 orders, I think it was. And then on top of that, excuse you, I started wrapping some presents last night, and I also did a deep clean on my bathroom at midnight for an hour. This deep clean, listen, I don't think my bathroom's ever seen a deep clean. So, tells you a lot about me. But, yeah, the place looks bare, honestly. I don't know what I had in it before to make it look so busy. It looks bare now. But it made me feel really good, and then I came downstairs, put the cleaning stuff away, and looked in this room and was like, oh, fuck's sake, because it's so messy. I need to work on downstairs today and really focus on downstairs. So that's my aim for today, but I just feel crap. I woke up literally 20 minutes ago. I feel awful. So I'm gonna try and get as much as I can done. I want to clean as best as I can, but with the bare minimum effort. I am so tired today. So we'll see how much I can actually get done. If I only manage to get this room, that room, and the kitchen done, that'll be fine by me. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. But that's my plan today. My other plan today is to finish The Righteous. So while I'm cleaning, I am going to be listening to this. I am still enjoying it. It's going very, very well. And then if I can, if at all possible, at any point when I sit down that I'm not eating, I'm watching a bit of TV because I don't read when I'm eating, I will try and get through this. If I could finish this would be great. But if not, that's fine. I will take it with me to work tomorrow and then try and possibly read it at Andy's while he's playing COD tomorrow night. So yeah, that's how that's going. So I mean, imagine if I finished both of these today. We'd be 2 days in and I'd finish 3 books, and one of them would be a really chunky one. But yeah, that's where I'm up to. So I'm gonna go get myself eating my breakfast and ready for these sprints, because I need to get ready mentally, physically, and I will check back in with you with an update later on. It's later on Tuesday. It's now 11:37 in the evening. It has felt like a really long day. I've gotten so much done today because I've been tidying the house with very minimal effort, but I've managed to get done what I was hoping to get done. So the downstairs is of a reasonable clean and looking much more tidier, which is great news. My back, however, is in bits, so I've just gotten some deep heat rub from the kitchen to put on my back in a second. I have ordered a waffle and ice cream, just one waffle. I nearly said waffles. Waffle and ice cream from my local Cakeaway, and I'm really excited. So I'm seeing that as kind of like my self-care. So I'm excited for that. It's going to be good. Nice little treat after the last couple of days because I've been super busy. I've gotten so much done. I also feel like I've not been that productive, but I know full well that I have been. But I've come to update you on The Righteous because I finished this book. Who'd have thunk it, eh? A nearly 600-page fantasy. Who is she? I don't know. I enjoyed this was good. I just enjoyed this series overall. Definitely a 4-star series overall because I gave the first one, The Black Hawks, 4 stars as well. This also got 4 stars. I had a great time with it. The characters are fantastic. I really love the element of comedy throughout this book, throughout the series in general, and I really had a good time with it. It got quite serious towards the end, but overall a great time. So I'm really glad that I have managed to complete this series and box it off and read this book and potentially get myself back into fantasy maybe. I'm hoping that's the case anyway, but also I know this is going to piss some people off, but I am a spine breaker and this makes me incredibly happy. So yeah, second book down for final book support group on day 2, and I'm really pleased with myself. So I think I'm going to dive back into Potkin and Stubbs before my dessert turns up, and then when that comes, I think what I'm going to do is upload what I've filmed so far into my computer and start editing this vlog. I've already started editing the vlog, but continue editing this vlog because I do want to get it up for y'all on Saturday, but I'm pretty busy over the next couple of days, so the sooner I can get that edited, the better. So I think that's what I'm going to do. That's my plan for the rest of the evening, and then probably go back into Potkin and Stubbs. If I could finish that today as well, that would be awesome, but I doubt it. So I'll take it with me tomorrow when I leave the house because I'll be at Andy's tomorrow night. So I'll take it with me tomorrow so that I can read it potentially while he's on COD tomorrow night. And I think I might take a sender with me as well, just in case. So yeah, that is where I'm up to. Progress is being made. I'm really happy with how much I've managed to get through so far already and what I've managed to achieve so far. So yeah, here's to hoping that the second vlog will be as successful as this one. Because even if I finish nothing else in this vlog, I finished 2 books, so yay for me. But yeah, so that's what's up. I'm gonna put some of this on. I am gonna nip for a quick wee and then get Potkin and Stubbs and wait for my dessert. So I will check back in with you with another update. But I thought I would just come on, and first of all I wanted to unbox the Owlcrate Junior box with you. I don't have the box because, as has been a recurring theme recently with my delivery people, they keep leaving them outside in the rain. So no box unfortunately, but I thought that we could open this regardless, because why not? I haven't actually looked at what's in here. Well, generally I can see what's in here, but I haven't looked in detail at anything. So this month's theme is Jinxed for November. If you don't know who Owlcrate Junior are, they are a middle grade subscription service for people who read middle grade, whatever age you are, whether you are of middle grade age or an adult that enjoys middle grade like myself. And I do have a discount code for you that I'll put on the screen here for you right now if you want to check them out. I'll leave a link to them in the description box down below with my discount code. So we have this, which apparently is an Ella Enchanted inspired pillowcase. If I couldn't sleep, I could read. Maybe I should take this advice. I was still awake at 5 o'clock this morning not reading. But cute pillowcase. Always helpful, to be fair. Always helpful. And then we do have a cute little finger puppet of a frog. Look how adorable this guy is. Adorable. Then we do have a Nevermore inspired wood mark. So this says step boldly on one side and burn brightly on the other. Very, very cute bookmark. I love the Nevermore series. Nice. Then we do have some Mirrorwood inspired bookends. They both say the same thing. They both say maybe it was just a story, but the stories have a power. Very cute. Always down for some bookends. These are very, very useful. And I have several that I've managed to get in subscriptions boxes before, dotted around the house holding up my books because needed. And then we have a cute little sticker which is inspired by Howl's Moving Castle, the scarecrow from that series. So very, very nice. And then we have the book, which is Into the Glades by Laura Sebastian. This cover's really pretty. So as always, we get a cute little character card. We've got Larkin and Cordelia on here. And there is a letter from the author as well. And then we have the book. This cover is gorgeous. I really like it. It's signed by the author. Nice colour underneath the dust jacket. And this says, best friends Cordelia and Larkin have always called the Glades a peaceful swamp full of magical creatures home. But at the bottom it says, Laura Sebastian makes her middle grade debut with a poignant, sweeping fantasy adventure about the unbreakable bonds of friendship and the complicated experience of growing up. Very nice. Adorable. Cute. And next month's theme is gonna be Think Big for December. So yeah, quick little unboxing there for Owlcrate Junior, and I thought I would just come on and give you one final update before I go to bed on my reading. I haven't read much more of Potkin and Stubbs. I did get to page 198. I think I managed about 35 pages or so. I'm in the middle of a chapter, so I'm going to go up and finish this chapter, which is apparently a long one, but it'll get me over the 200 page mark. So I'm going to go up and finish this chapter in bed. But I did, while I was just washing up and finishing off tidying before I go to bed, start the audiobook for The Secret of Whitestone Gate by Julia Noble, and just read the first chapter. So I am on page 13 now. I just thought I would start the audiobook and get myself into it while I was washing up. I didn't have anything else to listen to, so I might as well. One thing that I will say about this is that I really appreciate the ever so slightly very subtle recap in the first chapter of what happened, because it's been a while since I picked the first one up. It was also in The Righteous, actually. They had a recap right at the beginning of the book, about a page and a half long or 2 pages long. This one was just very subtle in the first chapter. So I'm looking forward to getting back into this one. It is following Emmy, who in the first book, she ends up being sent to this very prestigious school in England called Wellsworth. And she finds out that her dad used to attend the school, and there are some bizarre goings on. There is a mystery surrounding her dad, and she wants to figure out what it's all about. She makes some new friends who are Lola and Jack. And in this one, she's now going back after finding out some information about her dad in the first book. It's going to continue on. The mystery is going to carry on, I think. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. if you like dark academia middle grade. So I am looking forward to this one. Shouldn't take me too long to get through either. The audiobook is just over 5 hours in total, so yeah, shouldn't take me a great deal of time to get through this one, but it's just going to be kind of on in the background now for the next couple of days. I don't even know if I'll be able to touch it over the next couple of days. It's probably going to be Saturday again before I get a chance to touch that book, but I just wanted to start it while I was pottering around and getting my stuff together, tidying up for going to bed. And I might stick it on now while I'm pottering around getting my stuff together for tomorrow. I have got work and I'll be staying at Andy's, so I need to pack a bag. But yeah, that's everything. So I am going to go up and go to bed. I am absolutely shattered. It's been such a long day and I've gotten so much done. So I'm going to do that now and then finish off the last few pages of this chapter. And I will see you tomorrow, I suppose. Okay, hello, I'm now wrapping this up on Saturday morning when I'm about to start my new vlog, because the last couple of days I haven't filmed a damn thing. So I do apologise for that. It's just been really busy with work, and then I've had other stuff going on like in the evenings and stuff. Yesterday I went to go and see my dad, and then we watched the football in the evening, so not a great deal to film, to be honest, but it's been pretty productive, just not so much filming. I need to remember to pick my camera up more, honestly. But I thought I would just come on very quickly, wrap this vlog up so that you guys can have it today, because I still haven't finished editing it yet. I only need to put this final clip in. But to let you know exactly what I read this week, I did finish The Friendship Pact, which was a continuation station book by Jill Shalvis. Absolutely loved that one. Gave it 5 stars. It was fantastic. Really enjoyed it. I did finish The Righteous by David Ragg, which I gave 4 stars, and it completed the duology for that series, the Black Hawk series. So again, really happy. 4 stars for that one. Had a great time. And then I did continue on with Potkin and Stubbs Ghost Catcher. I did not finish this. I got to page 199, so I am hoping to continue this in the next vlog, but I have made progress on it because I was only about 80 odd pages in, I think, when I picked it up. So I have been making progress, about 100 pages. That was one of Thomas's toys in his box. If it wasn't for the fact that I've just moved that box, that would have shit me up big time. Potkin and Stubbs. I'm going to carry this on in the next vlog. So I finished 2 books. I didn't finish the 3 that I hoped I would, but life got in the way. But I did finish 2 books, and I'm really happy about that. This weekend is going to be hammer time, if I was Lewis Hamilton. Gonna have to go and find the off button on that, because that's gonna drive me insane all day. But yeah, I hope that you have enjoyed this vlog. Chat to me in the comments down below. What did you manage to complete in the first part of the readathon? If you're taking part, I forgot the word. If you're taking part, are you having a good time? How's it going for you? Chat to me in the comments down below. And if you don't want to do that, but you want to let me know you were here, leave me a camping emoji, because we're at Final Book Support Group Camp. So leave me one of those, and I shall see you in the next video. Bye for now.